Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Welcome back to another video. It's your favorite med student here, Anthony, and today I got a history and story for you. I haven't done one of these in a while, especially since my Sukunya story, and today we have a really good story to tell. Very soon we'll be celebrating a wonderful day which cast our freedom here in Trinidad and Tobago. That's our Independence Day. I'm wearing red, patriotic. There's so much history to tell, and today we're going to be covering all of it. If you hear like raking in the background, somebody raking the leaves, this dorm, it surprises me every day. So sit back, grab your snacks, let's go. Before we get into this video, today's video is sponsored by AQUATICA Swimming and Survival School. AQUATICA provides the highest quality and safest personalized swimming sessions, survival swimming sessions here in Trinidad. They cater to all ages from as early as 3 months and all abilities of people. Going to the beach or to the river is one of my favorite things to do. However, these days we are seeing people losing their lives due to drowning, and that's because many people do not know what to do when placed in these scary situations. AQUATICA's instructors and coaches have over 20 years of experience and international certification in drowning prevention and water safety. For more information, you could visit their website, Facebook or Instagram, which is going to be linked below in my description. A big thank you for AQUATICA for sponsoring this video, and a big thank you for those who support me. Now, let's get back into the video. So, Trinidad and Tobago became an independent country on August 31st, 1962 from the British. Bear in mind that a country becoming independent does not mean that they are a republic. Independence just represents freedom from another country. However, until that country becomes a republic, the previous ruling country will have a title called head of state, meaning that the previous ruling country will have the final say on the country's decisions. So we have independence, meaning that we can live our own and dress as our own and do things on our own. However, we can't make decisions on our own yet. So we had a governor general, which was this guy. Right, so let's go way back. If you all hear any noise or anything, I have my fan on. This place is hot. I don't know the weather in Trinidad these days. One time it's rainy, one time it's sunny. I don't understand. Trinidad and Tobago was discovered, get this. Trinidad and Tobago was discovered because someone was hungry and thirsty. I know, right? Christopher Columbus, this guy right here, he was sailing in the Atlantic Ocean when they run out of water on the boat. They literally run out of drinking water on the boat. So he was thirsty and he was just praying to God to find land as soon as possible. Christopher Columbus was on his third voyage in 1498. Wow, that was a while back. In total, he had about 4 voyages. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So he was praying to find land and God answered his prayers. He looked through the telescope and saw 3 peaks, like 3 hills, right? And he was like, wait, land, I see land. Now he was excited because it must have some form of food there, something you could kill and eat, or some river you could go and drink water from. So they sailed to this island, and due to the 3 hill peaks, he named this island Trinidad. Very creative, Christopher, very creative. Oh, and the 3 ships that he sailed on had names. One was the Santa Maria, the Pinta, and the Nina. My Spanish is such crap. These ships can be found on our monies, on our coat of arms. It could be found everywhere. And now that it's Independence Day, we're going to be seeing them everywhere. Obviously, Trinidad was already inhabited by the Amerindian, and they fought to protect their island or to protect their land, but he didn't care. He was hungry, he was thirsty, and they were no match for him because he had weapons and equipment and stuff like that. So most of them died out. I do believe that it still has some indigenous people here in Trinidad, but we don't know. Trinidad remained under the Spanish ruling for quite some time. From the arrival of Chris up until the 18th of February 1797. That's when the British arrived. Man, the British was everywhere. God damn. I mean, many tried capturing and fighting over Trinidad, but the Spanish never wanted to let it go because of the size, the land mass that Trinidad had. The British literally kidnapped the Spanish governor, Don Jose Maria Chacon. I'm laughing because my Spanish is such crap. And they demanded that the territory, Trinidad, will now be ruled under the British colony. If he had opposed, they would have killed him. Dead. He would have been dead. Now, let's talk about Tobago. Tobago. How did you get tied in with Trinidad? Well, landmass was a big thing back then, you know? And the Spanish wanted to keep Trinidad for as long as possible, so they didn't send much forces to Tobago. So they lost Tobago, and Tobago was captured by the French. Tobago was literally in everybody's hand. Tobago was captured by the French, the Dutch, the Spanish, the British, everybody. And I do believe that accounts for the rich heritage and culture that Tobago has. You know, we have plenty things differ from Tobago, and that's what makes us unique as Tobagonians. However, of course, the British claimed Tobago in 1814. Of course, just look at the British as the big bad wolf in all of this. No one really wanted to fight with them because they were the big bad wolf. They had the weapons, they had the ships, they had the manpower and the intelligence. So after the British took control of Trinidad, it quickly became a crowned colony in 1804. Firstly, Trinidad and Tobago was ruled separately. There was Trinidad and there was Tobago. That was until Tobago became a crown colony, just like Trinidad, in 1877. And since they were literally close by, like come on, it's a 50 minutes flight. And under the same colony, the British, in 1889, they made the two islands under one name, Trinidad and Tobago. Instead of Trinidad, Tobago, we have Trinidad and Tobago. This was really popular in the Caribbean. We have islands like St. Kitts and Nevis, we have St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you know, we have a lot of islands that joined together, you know, because they literally was under the same ruling at the same time. Now, let's talk about slaves. Let's talk about slaves now. Aren't we all slaves still? Like, we're all slaves, just to different things. I'm a slave to school. Like, if you see how I be... So, the arrival of slaves happened a long time ago. However, it skyrocketed when the British arrived here in 1797. Remember? So basically, they saw the benefits of the sugar plantations, and sugar trade was booming at that time. So they increased the slave trade, where most of these slaves was coming from. Most of them was coming from the continent of Africa, most Western Africa. It is said to have 25,000 plus slaves that made up Trinidad and Tobago population before emancipation. It had something that I was reading that said people fought for slavery to be abolished, and basically it happened. Slavery was no more. However, the British or whomever found a loophole, and instead of bringing in African slaves, they brought in East Indian slaves. So they went to India and brought in East Indian slaves, right? And that is what make up our population to this day. We have a vast majority of Africans and a vast majority of East Indians. All of this was before emancipation. I forgot to add this part in. So, how was independence first celebrated? The British flag, the UN Jack, was lowered, and the flag of Trinidad and Tobago was first raised for the first time. Very, very, very first time.
Midnight. And just as it did on August 31st, 1962, the Union Jack was lowered in this reenactment at Woodford Square. And not long after, the national flag of Trinidad and Tobago hoisted by Coast Guard officials, following which the national anthem was played. This event, hosted by the government, sought to replicate the exact moment this country became an independent nation, with the Princess Royal reading a letter.
The first Independence Day had a week and some days of festivities. They had shows, they had parties, they had parades, they had dinners, lunch, you name it. It was Independence Day now has completely changed, you know. It's more like we know what's gonna happen, like parade in the day, fireworks in the night. Yes, it is celebrated because you know we have to celebrate our Independence Day. However, I don't think much of the population takes it seriously anymore. Um, and that's sad. Oh, I remember when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to go out because I was really, really young. But when I was a kid, I used to watch it on my TV. It was like really fun to see the parade and you know all of that. And in the night, my family used to go and watch the fireworks show in Scarborough in Tobago. And that was really fun. Like I used to look forward to doing that. I believe just because I've grown up, you know, I'm grown. I don't really. Anyways, I still get excited for the fireworks. After that, the PNM was formed. The PNM was the longest standing party in Trinidad. It was formed by Dr. Eric Williams, and he became our first Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. This really has nothing to do with independence, so I'm not even gonna mention anything political because, well, that's basically it. That's how we gained our independence. This is our 60th anniversary, and I decided to do this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed looking up all of this because this was really, I mean, I did know it in social studies, but it wasn't taught in depth like how I just researched it, you know. Thank you for AQUATICA for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching and showing support on all my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon so you get a notification I post here on YouTube. I have a video coming up very soon also, and I would like to do a day in my life soon, so look out for that, right? Look out for that. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.